Also, a lot of times you would have seen certain things and still decide to partake. No, a lot of men who cheat, there's a lot of things that they lack even before them cheat, right? Now, with that being said, the only difference, and we wanted to listen to Marie's then before nobody say anything.
Yeah.
The only difference between a man who cheat and one who doesn't is the one who doesn't put himself in the position and tell himself, say, I am able to control myself. I am able to say no. No.
Discipline.
Your body naturally are gonna react to certain things. I'm aware of this. You're a man. Me a woman, my body are gonna naturally react to certain things. However, if you have something to protect and you know me go on one party and me see my high school girlfriend and me know me attracted to her. A man who doesn't want to cheat will
Yeah.
heal the
Yeah.
high school girlfriend and
Right.
leave. A man who believes that him can say no, I go always falter.
So you're not
Because
gonna do it by
that
choice.
man, the one where got cheat, I gonna be the one where say, you know, me can get for see what go on in our life. No, you know, maybe it's a beach party and then probably carry a towel go gear. We don't know. No, when you put yourself in them type of position there, it means that certain things are gonna happen. A man who cares about what he has and don't want to do anything will
No
remove himself from
rapping.
the situation. Because when it comes to your body is going to react.
Yeah. Rap Dean for me to take you down now.
He lacks self control. Yeah, yeah.
True. That is true. But a lot of men, they tend to do it and use
Yoni,
it. Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm not against a man having sex with more than one woman.
What you mean,
It
oh?
might sound. All right, listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody gets so frightened.
Right.
I am not against a man who wants multiple vagina. What I am against is you lying. Because cheating is not cheating unless you deceive somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you are getting multiple vagina and everybody is aware of what is taking place, then we are now we choose to partake in whatever you have to offer.
Okay,
Right,
That's
that
a
got
is
you.
huge
different. That
difference,
is different,
right?
right?
No,
That is
no,
different.
you left me to my choice. No, you are my man. I decide I love you, and if me can do without you a couple days of the week, that's fine. Let's share you. I am okay with it. You only you are the other woman. You're all right with
No, you
sharing.
sound
The
like
two
me in
of we,
a party.
hold on a little, miss. The two of we all right with sharing the man. No, we both know that we're not the only one, but we still decide to partake. We can't blame the man because we chose to be a part of it.
Right.
Now, when you're going to take away my choice, that's where the problem comes in because you're not lying to me. Troy, I love you. You're the best thing I've
Yeah.
ever met. You are my soul mate. I don't see anything out there that even turn the black of my eye for. And then you're going to lie to me, babe. I'm gonna go play ball with the boys, and you're gonna play with your two balls,
That's
right? That's a
true.
different ball game you gonna play, and then you gonna come back and expect everything to be cool until me find out, or if I don't find out, you do it again. It is the fact that you're deceiving me that is what hurts me the most. It's
True.
not the fact that you feel like you need another vagina. I do feel like we can have this conversation. You remember the conversation we were having, and I said it's if me and you married and some freakiness lick your mind and you feel like you want to try it, I mean you must come tell because
Yeah.
we're married. Okay. For me, if you feel any type of way, I mean if you come tell.
True.
If you now feel like I am with Chai for 11 years or 12 years and it's kind of getting boring, I feel like if we add this,
Yeah.
don't make them conversation there be between you and your friend. It
True.
is supposed to be between you and I at the dinner table.
Yeah.
Right when the pitney them get up and gone. Make we have that type of conversation there. Right?
Yeah.
Racine, everything freaky for you. But
Yes,
anyways,
yes.
I'm just saying.
Right, but
I'm
love
here
how
for
she
talk
talk, you
about it.
know, love how you talk. Because sometimes people don't look at it the way, the point of view that you bring out, and then it starts to open up other person's eyes. Because based on how you just said, like, I don't care, I don't, whatever your man want to have how much vagina, maybe like, what you say? Because that's what I'm just listening to hear. I mean, well, what she mean? No, me get the understanding, right? But men cheat for various reasons. Women do it too, you know, because
Hello.
some of them are.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
Yanni, can I say something?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I
Mm.
really want to say, what really caused men to cheat,
Mm.
You see, when them sit down on them brethren,
Mm.
so them have gone gamble, domino table,
Mm.
on top of bar and then something there.
Right.
And them a listen to dancer song them.
Mm.
Especially when a man a say, boy, man we have enough girl and girl in a bungle.
Mm.
It really cause a man to be influenced by some friends.
Right.
Friends,
Yeah.
yeah, friends damage a lot of relationship.
True. True.
You
True.
know, verse,
I see.
likewise on the woman's side, you have some women, them sit down and discuss what happening in the bedroom. So them say, all right then, seeing as the boss now perform certain act of sex, them get somebody who can do it and things like that. So that really cause the worldwide spreading of cheating. And another thing, them have a slang for yourself, nature, let nature take its course. So you have some people working at some fields and them can't get the time to see each other. So nature catch them, so then just drag for all some any person them can drag for cool on the urge. You understand? God bless the people and we can hold out. But Mr. Man, may I tell you the truth, Me no believe say a man fear a cheat and a woman fear a cheat. Them lifestyle they no please unto a Father God.
No.
If you stick with one person, just stick with the person and done. Be loyal and done. Straight up, real and done. You see me?
Keith,
About that?
do you think a man who is convinced by a lyrics in a song to live him life like that is fit to lead a family?
Can
Do you
never.
think a man who is easily swayed to make certain decisions that is going to ruin whatever him did a work for is a man that should be in a leadership position? Because I am
No.
under the impression that men are leaders. I am under the impression that a man is guiding me to whatever is best for us as a unit. Now, if that man can be persuaded by his friends or a mere line in a song, then would you say he's qualified to lead a family?
No, let me say something on that. There is no way that could happen. And any woman have them man and feel please at him to go cheat. That means no love no there. Because watch ya, God love win and God is jealous, You see when God see we are serve the devil and then something and jealous about it. That's why I believe say, sometimes I question God. God, me just have to take a woman and say and call her my wife because of that you say I stick to that one faithful person. You see what I'm saying? Your life can live. Your loyalty is there. You understand me? So when time you find somebody go cheat, you're not gonna feel comfortable nowhere unless you don't have no heart in your body. You see me I say? So because me try the road, Me try the road and do my research already with all the girls and every weekend and every time I get paid, me have to try a different girl. But when me check it out, them things they no work out, them things they no go nowhere. Them things they just lead you down on the road of poverty. Because when a man have, me wrap up it faster now. When a man have more than one woman, no carry him bank account fat, that I go slim down,
Of course.
Yeah, because you have to share it out. You understand? So me no believe, me no be as a man, just stick with one woman and cool yourself.
No, that's
Believe.
not true. A man having multiple women no means him bank account a go drain.
Well,
I can
anyway,
tell
It
you
leave me.
a man
depends,
can
sir,
have.
if them are
I want to say
spending
something to what
money.
you say now. Hold on, I want to say something to what you say. Don't
You see,
pollute.
you
Listen
have
up.
women.
Hold on, let me,
You have
sister.
women.
Don't pollute the place with the argument about man. You know, have a problem with man where we want different vagina. Please don't pollute it. It's not
I don't
fair.
think you.
It's
I
not
don't think
fair.
you. Okay,
Damn, come on for that
I
topic.
get
It's
your
not
stance.
fair.
Okay, let me know when I can speak.
That is not fair when you're polluting it because young people are listen and people who really want to live a good life are listen. And I
No,
don't condone that. I
but
don't
Mr.
condone
Keith,
that.
oh, she mean, let she explain to you, cause let she explain now what she mean by that.
Okay, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it, but I'm gonna try again. A man wanting multiple vagina is not an issue for me, right? For
What's the
me,
definition of
No,
necessity?
wait, Mr. Keith, you're gonna
let me
get it, but you
finish.
have to listen. Go,
Let
go
me
now.
finish.
Mm-hmm.
People partake in what they want to partake in.
Right.
I say this to say, if a man wants to have two women and both women are aware of each other and agree to be a part of it, then the man is not wrong. He's true to himself, that is one, because he wants more than one, and he told both of them that one alone is not enough for him. You know what that is? That is honesty.
Right.
That is honesty,
Hold on, me still
right?
have to tackle it one more time.
No. Let me
Wait, let me
finish.
Keith, let you finish, man, and then you
Let
take
me
up
finish.
from there.
No,
Just listen, man, hold it.
it's not to say that I am one of those women who are going to partake with a man who want more than one because I'm selfish. However, I can respect a man who is honest about what he wants and don't have to deceive people to get it. No, the lie where am I going to come up with to say, I love you and you're the only one for me, and then go behind my back and go tell another female that is deceitful. No, that is the part that irritates me because you're now betraying me because you led me to believe something while you're doing something else.
But
Again,
what you know?
Mr. Keith, I understand that you believe in your faith, right? And nobody can deny that. However, we are not here
Black.
to tell the world how to live their life, but what I can appreciate is one that is honest about what they want. No,
Okay.
make people choose where they want to be a part of.
Okay,
That's
okay,
what I was
okay,
saying.
okay. Watch this now, Yannick. You just spread a gospel here, really. Watch you now. Every time we come on your program and we talk, the world will listen, right? And we cannot give strength to negative energy, right? So here, when me is strength, when me I give to. When a man, God will see with you when you take a woman, even though you don't have the pastor there and you can't afford the big wedding. God will see with you when you say, Father God, you know, say, my woman this year, and my wife this year, right? But God now going to see with you when you're going to double with 6, 7, 8 women, right? Because you call that double fornication. So I'm simple saying, me would have a problem. If me there with a woman and go out and they deal with whole part woman, me I go have a problem because me can't sleep good. Me don't know how some man do that. Me could have never contented. And you know, say me are looking at me woman when me and her live together and they try and deceive her and all them something there. Me no brother, them gospel ain't right. Believe me. Seeing people feel live clean life, brother. You see me, brother and sister. People feel live clean life. Me not dirty living no more. You see me? So me have to put strength to the positive side of life. Respect, thank you.
All right, so you would have stated earlier that you learn from experience that two women are going to drain your bank account. Now, what that says to me is that you would have been someone who would have dated two women at the same time, because you say you learn from your experience. Now, why are you up here speaking as if other people's reality is not your past? Your past is now somebody else's reality. Now, with that being said, I think you're being a little bit of a hypocrite for coming here and acting like it is okay that you would have gotten over it. You would have gotten over it, but no, you're not giving other people the grace to go
This is
through
what
their
you're getting wrong.
experience. Hold on. You're not giving nobody else no grace for go through for them experience for learn where you learn. It wrong because you know what, Keith did it and him realizing mistakes. So Keith now I tell people, oh, you're not supposed to do this, and they're supposed to listen to you and not choose what they want to choose. Right?
Well,
When you
well,
went through
I
your own experiences. Everybody have them time where them decide they're no longer looking for a body, they're looking for a soul. Maybe you reach there. Everybody dedicate?
well, and let me say something to you now, my sister. You know, say days I when time me usually have hold for woman. Them days I was a woman alone same way. Cause when me do all those things, me go, me have to sleep alone. Me alone I live single life. So I know like I say me ever in a relationship and do that. Me have never in a relationship and still a road down the place. Me always satisfied with the love when mommy a give me. Me I tell you the truth.
Did all of the women them did know so you sleep with each of them? Cheryl did
No,
know
me not
so you
used to
did them
sleep
with
with them.
Tina?
Me not used to sleep with woman them time there. I buy
But
me,
what
I buy
when
and
you
go
said,
through.
so
Me I buy and
earlier
go
when
through.
you said, okay, so you're on a different level now when you're gonna talk about buy. Because no, you're not. It's not there. There isn't even any emotional bond. It's just the physical aspect of it. It's just body to body. No,
Right, so
that is even
me
worse, Keith. That is even worse. It means that there was no
hold
lock
on.
and part with your soul. It was
But
solely body to body because there was no emotional connection there. Now
hold
tell
on.
me how you jump from that. Tell me how you jump from. No, I'm the right person you choose to
Hold
ask the
on,
question. We
You
can
just
do this
attack
all
and you
night.
not hear me, you know.
Go ahead,
Alright,
sir.
here what? Everybody free to view them opinion. I'm going to cool it down now. Me, now I'm going to encourage myself on them the road then no more. Man, put it as this way. So you see what me used to do, and you know right, me I go speak out now and see, because I realize say it wasn't right. So any man who have do them something there, or they plan to do them something there, me not put no strength to that. So if they want to live for them life, so the man then God will talk. They don't talk.
What go on now, miss?
Very good. No, that sounds like a better statement to me. Very good. I'm
Nobody
glad
not
you
perfect.
corrected what you said.
That's the Why you miss a lot of information going, lot of information.
Yes, sir.
But no, we are on cheating. We're talking about cheating. Why man them and women go out and cheat? For what reason? What's behind it?
God.
Mm.
Is that man a fall short or something, man?
You hear now, you see at the same thing. So what
Some of
them
them
push?
can satisfy. Then in their nature,
You don't think so,
they
Chris?
want more than one woman. But is
Woman a
that
cheat
right
a man.
though?
Woman a
Is
man.
that right though?
No.
Repeat back the question
Who
again. Woman a man.
determine? Who determine if it right or wrong though?
The man.
It's not the right or wrong, you say, you know. Is that everybody have view. You're viewing your opinion. Nobody can take away what you believe
The
from.
lady
So
just
that's
asked
why it's
if
not
it
a
right
right or
or
wrong.
wrong.
Nobody man
She
supposed
just
to
asked
know if
that
it's wrong and him
question.
a do it. Or if a the woman a do it, them supposed to know if it's right or wrong. You are the one you're supposed to know you're in a relationship. How my wife or partner would feel me doing this. So you have to know.
Some of them dead in their feelings, you know. No feelings, not when you see them thing, when you see them game that one, no feelings on this again. You hear? Because me I tell you, this is what cause the problem in our world. Right? This cheating thing with the pass a level there. Cause watch you know. You fi know say as a man, when you go cheat, you fi remember your woman say she loyal to you. Right? So how can you go do that? Some man have no heart, they have no feelings, and that's why the world are dirty up. You understand me? That's why me say me nah put a strength. Me no keep man friend, you know. Me a one man, me no sit down and gossip with man, you know. A woman me keep as my friend. See? And me talk you over and over. Man where you sit on God line are the most wickedest being ever created. You hear? Cause them feel to stand up to them responsibility and them feel to be loyal.
You have to
See?
take some man, because you have men out there with them stand up to their responsibility.
I believe that you live with your own convictions. You live with your own convictions. So if you are doing something and within you, just like Keith expressed earlier, you feel like it is wrong, and I'm not talking about cheating now, right? What's her name just asked if the desire of a man wanting two women, if it is wrong. It's not the cheating she was asking about.
Oh,
The
okay.
man wanting two women, is it wrong for him to feel like that? You
Yes.
can feel however,
Yes.
Keith, let me finish. You can feel however you want to feel. Now, again, what I appreciate is you being honest about how you feel. Now, a lot of times people are not honest about how them feel. This is why other people get hurt. Now, if you're trying to protect unions and you're trying to protect relationships and you're trying to protect marriages, it is good to encourage people to be honest. Because when you're honest about what you want, less people get hurt. More people get hurt when you lie to them. So if this man want two front, make the man be honest about the fact that he want two front. Now, me a woman when know me can't deal with it. Yeah, me a woman now when know say me can't deal with the fact say me want one other front other than mine. No, say the man there enough for me.
Yeah.
Why would I not encourage the man to be honest? Be honest about what you want. You might find that there are females out here willing to share you. So you know what happened? Them not gonna get hurt by what you're doing, which is what you really need. You need people who is able to accept the lifestyle that you want to live. That way, the two are happy. No, lying about what you want and getting a woman who believe in a monogamy, you're in a problem. Because she only believe in a one man, to our good as well, the lady said, the mad lady, and she believe in everything for go to the one man. No, another woman out there might believe that, you know, as long as I'm getting this, I really don't care what he wants to do. Or she might enjoy other women too.
Okay.
So it might be ideal for him to find a woman who like woman, so him can have two women because of that he want.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you guilty. You know why? I'm gonna hold you guilty. You know why? Let me tell you something. What you are saying is not a good message you are sending.
No,
Right?
Mr. Peter cannot say that.
Yes.
No,
I'm
Mr.
an-
Peter, because you have man.
No, I
Mr.
don't like
Peter,
it.
you have man. You have some man, but the lady just said want two vagina.
Yeah.
You understand me?
No, that's the not-
What the lady is saying, you know.
That one in the chat.
Man will come to you and talk to you about it. And if you're okay with it, that's fine. The man go, they go have you two vagina.
Oh, could you okay with that?
Because he don't understand. He don't understand what she just said. Because what she's simply saying that a man can do what him please, right? As long as if she's not okay with it as the wife, she never signed up for it, and she realized that the man want know whatever him want, she's going to go and leave him to make him choice. With whomever him want to make him choice with. Who will accept the behavior or whatever he's doing and feel comfortable.
Just like remember I was telling you guys the other day when I was telling you that if I have a man and he is the type of freak where he wants me to sit and watch him do another lady, I'm going to oblige by it. You understand me?
Oblige.
So it's the same thing.
What do you mean obliged by it? Wait, hey, I think you're not crazy, you know. You don't have that heart in your body. We turn up and watch a man and stroke and next woman. You know have that heart there. Don't do me that. Don't do me that.
Done that already.
No.
Mr. Keith, wait.
I have
Let
that.
Troy finish
Yeah,
and
no.
then we'll get back to you.
You know why someone get hurt over and over and over, and no wonder why they
Yeah,
keep
I know.
getting hurt over and over
Yeah.
and over.
Let me hear
It's
you.
is because wanna suffocate people. Wanna suffocate people into what you want them to be.
So at
When
the
a
end of the
person
day,
wants to do something, allow them to do it. Show you what they
Right.
want to do.
Hold on, let me show. You know that I was in a relationship, right? And I found out that this guy was cheating. And I give him the benefit of a doubt to come to me honestly. And he denied everything. And I go to him and I talk to him and said, are you cheating? And he tell me, he take God off of the cross. And when me find the message and show him everything, he still say I know him. So let me tell you something. If a man stays certain way and I'm the woman, and he say, is it okay for him to do so? And I'm going to allow him. Because at the end of the day, it's coming right back to me. And if that's what he wants, I'm going to do it. I'm going to please him that way.
But you think that you change anything to sit and sit and watch him?
Well, when you say please him that way, what do you mean? Oh, for Jesus. What do you mean?
We can't bother with Mr. Kid.
Hey.
If
hear
you
me
want
now?
to do somebody else, Mr. Kid, if you want to do somebody else and I sit and watch, I will sit and watch him.
I think you... Hello, don't do yourself that, please.
No man, one.
Don't do that. I never hear a woman talk that in my life yet.
Well, welcome to the internet. Welcome to the internet where nobody thinks the same thing.
Right.
Welcome to the internet that is going to open your eyes to what the reality of
Watch this now. Watch this now. Watch this. Right. 10 commandments God give you. Right? And God one way. Say watch out. Just follow them commandments and you never go wrong. David did kill Uriah for your wife. Right? Because
Alive. Guys, this one. You see Mr. Keith alive, you know.
him see the man wife a beard. And he jealous over it. And he send Uriah a buckle front and make him get alive. Right? But when me simple as say, when you want to live a clean life, you can't mix up in a koro. Never.
No, but Mr. Keith, the lady choice, you know, as she and the man married, she decides to watch him do whatever he do. Because that's, I don't know if you consider that a fantasy for the man to watch him
Exactly.
go. So she decides to do it.
Hold on there, Yanni. Mr. Key, don't you have a fantasy? Because everybody have a fantasy, you know.
I have one question for Mr. Keith when him done answer that.
Now, hold on now. Let me say something to you. Right? Yes. All right then. Seeing as you want to hear what me would have said then.
Yeah, you
Right.
have a fantasy.
Hold on. I want to say what you say, Kyra, listen. Hold on, me give you an answer. Me still
No,
a
you're
did-
not going to say what you want to say no true world and listening, no, Mr. Keith. Say what you say from the bottom of your heart. Say it for you.
Alright, so
No,
why
no,
you can't
please world.
no. Why you can't fantasize with one partner?
No,
Right.
I'm asking you what is your fantasy because everybody have a fantasy when they want to bring out. What is yours?
Me not none to bring out, you know. Me just no, don't do me that. Bring out. You must have mad. You want me drink olive oil and ball to Jesus?
So, Mr. Keith, when time you're making love and you want to kiss the person and push all your tongue in their ears. Now when you fantasy that
No,
can be a
Nicola,
fantasy, you
No,
know.
me wouldn't call it fantasy. I just want you to feel good, baby.
No, that
is
can be. No, I'm saying that can be one of your fantasy. You don't
So-
make love without your tongue going into the air.
So what about, say me whisper in your ears before we start make love? That is a fantasy then.
What can be your fantasy? Anything. Suppose I want to make love with you and I told you that, Mr. Keith, You know, I want to make love with you, but I would love to watch you make love to somebody else before.
I tell you something. I pack my suitcase and leave right away. Me nah do that. I mean, I want nobody do me them thing there. Me nah know that. Me not having
My
nerve.
one question to you, Mr.
Me have
Keith.
go drink
One
sauce up
question
leave.
me have.
Yes, go ahead now, ma'am.
I know that is only one Mr. Keith God make, right? You are the only one of you, right? Now, with that being said, there are billions of other persons in the earth, right? Now, why your opinion for take precedence over somebody else's bedroom? Now, Mr. Keith don't like this. And Mr. Keith thinks that this shouldn't be happening. And Mr. Keith have a preference with this. Does that make a difference when I get off this live? If I want to go watch 3 women shake them butt or 3 men shake them butt or shake them
All right.
teeth, it doesn't.
right.
What I'm saying to you is that it doesn't make a difference.
Okay, let me answer now.
Ultimately, people are gonna do whatever they want to do. Ultimately. So regardless of how Mr. Keith go feel about it, it really not go far.
All
It
right.
not go far.
Hold on, me get answer now, please. No one can stop each other from do what they are doing. But what I'm saying, I'm not gonna condole with the negative side. That's what I'm simply saying. You can do what you want to. Everybody have option. Because when Jesus come die on the cross, we have mercy. First time God kill people when they're in the wrongs.
Oh, yeah.
You hear?
It's
Sorry,
one.
Sorry
F1,
about that.
F1.
Yeah, sorry about that. First time when God work, God beat people with long belt. But since Jesus go up on the cross, we can sin and go by life with our cross and get forgiveness. But I'm not gonna give no strength to the negative energy. Right? I'm simply saying, I'm making it loud and clear. I myself choose to, if me there with one woman, or she me a par with. She not have to worry. Me no want a 4 burn. Me not go do a 4 burner thing. 1 burner. See?
Yes, Mr. Keith, that's you. That's what you would do. But you have other. We are talking about people with fantasies who would even make love and suck your big toe. That's a fantasy,
And bite up on your lip too.
right?
I love bite to man on your lip. So that is a fantasy.
That can be one of your fantasy. You would surprise to see some weird fantasy people have.
But remember, I know Mr. Keith, she's married, so if that's what the husband wants.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. In a marital relationship, I'm talking about. But when me say now, on the outside world now, if a man have 6, 7 women, me not glorify that.
So you know,
I
like
got
the
woman-
part where you would be a part of the thing where your wife carry you go and watch and make you watch them doing it.
You must, hold on, Yannick, me no mad yet, you know. You must have mad, carry who? Me go along where you go and love me with your bag of foolishness. Me, I rather go turn on my TV and watch you and drink some ice water.
Is Mario here?
But I same thing.
Mario,
Go on.
Mario.
No, me rather go watch the news on the TV. The news.
I never remember.
I just the news me I talk about, me rather go watch.
Now listen, man.
You have
You must
people.
have mad. Woman leg off for me and care who go show me. You must have mad.
What you mean, Mr. Keith?
Care who? Me?
A woman,
Not
man,
this
that woman have
boy,
to
not
rate
this
to do that, man.
boy.
Yeah. Chopper, a woman have to rate to do that, there.
Alright.
You must have mad. Me? And Jesus
Yeah,
Christ,
gangster.
our God will come
Bro.
to me.
What is married? What is
No,
married?
man.
Answer me because it does happen. It does happen, Mr. Keith.
Me
What
want
is
to see
Chopper?
which man. I go make
Yeah,
that woman carry the hold him by hand and carry him to go turn cameraman. Me no
Jenna, listen to me, I
cameraman.
say, bro. Listen to me, I say, bro. Listen to me, I say, father. Listen to me, I say, father. You hear me? Keith, you hear me? Keith. Man, that's a talk, bro. Like, Keith, you hear me, I say, bro? Alright, Keith. Alright. Watch this now. Me the day with this girl already. Me she come from Maryland, come to Jamaica, come look for me. See? A Jamaican, you tell me straight. So Mario, me no get it. You know, get it none tall, because I'm not really indulging in them things. You understand? I'm saying, I'm telling at least that one woman, and she carry me go down on the grill side. I sit down in the car and watch a woman give me head in the car. But then look up word up on the street. So, the woman have to be militant freely. Do them things at here, bro. She rate it, dog. See, if you're a woman that really do that, she does not rate you.
Let me tell you something more, because I know say me love chat. But me want you to listen to me. Let me tell you, me would have never hold my woman, carry my woman and say, come watch me I drive a Benz. Me nah do that. You must have mad. Me, not this boy. Yeah.
No, Mr. Keith, you have to be that type of person, Mr. Keith.
Yeah, but not me.
You have to be that type of person, right? For you to ask that question. But suppose you're talking to a lady that is that kind of person that is freaky and love, you know, certain things. Would you try to fulfill her needs? Because if you're there, you know, Mr. Keith, now you're there, Mr. Keith, you have to fulfill her needs.
I'll give you benefit I doubt. Because you are drag me now. Let me talk the truth and done. If me and my wife live together, that's a different thing. But you can't tell me about you carry me. Go, go do and
okay, so Mr. Keith, I mean to say me and you can't do nothing, you know, cause me kind of stay there where you there.
You see them where you there?
Yeah.
You know, say you see, if you go watch, just stay if you go watch. I'm me a stroke a woman.
Yeah, I would love watching you do that.
You wouldn't stand it, cause you deal with you can't stand, you wouldn't stand, you're that giant with you. And then we got a threesome. When I wheel all rifle and a woman can you that get you shake it right away, you don't know me.
A bad man. Whoa. The bad Mr. Keith. You look like me have to go try know you.
No, but mama, no, hold on. Hold on, listen me. You would have like a man carry you to a place and say, watch how me I go deal with it.
But I've done that already. I told you I've done that already.
Well, your nerves. Alright then. Link me up then. One day I go try with you. Link me up. I go and buy half dozen Magnum, half dozen Guinness, one bag of peanut, and those blend me smoothie. Blend me smoothie and drink me soup and then sitting there. It's alright. You're big and bold. Link me up and make me try.
But you have to go suck me big toe, you know.
I know that you want to say, go along about your business. I know that you want me your shoes lace and stretch me tongue.
All that too.
Not really anybody do certain things in a certain relationship. So the man that carry go do it.
But guys, I want to ask you guys a question. Separate and apart from the shenanigans, do you believe that a person is supposed to be honest about their desires?
Yes.
With their partner?
Yes. Yes.
You know, man, me just meet me, I always try to tell the truth, because in a long run, God damage it on the person, isn't it? I always try to tell the truth, and I just meet that person. So if I have a woman already, I tell her straight, you know, it's a big man thing, I have a woman in a way. So it's up to she if she want to really work with it, you understand? Yeah. If she know how to work with it.
That's what I'm talking about, yeah.
So you go. Even my morning, I'm not like tell her, you know. We're all in. Yeah. You know, some money to tell lies still as it, so can't really stop it as it.
I think being honest with your desires, it helps you because you then find out who is on the same mental wave as yourself. So it's easier For convince somebody of something that they have no desire to do is very hard. Now, somebody who's already open-minded to something, it's very easy to get them to do it.
Right.
Right.
No, where I was coming from with my reasoning is that if a man desire more than one woman and this man is honest with you about it, that's the best thing that him can do for you.
True.
Now you're able to make a decision consciously as to whether or not your heart can take it. Your
But
mind
little miss, I
or your
have a
body can
question for
take
you
it.
too. You finished with Joy?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Right. When even though, because some people, you have persons out there who are curious about it, not, and want to know. When you were doing that, right? When your partner took you to wherever and have you watched him,
Mhm.
was it easy for you at the first doing it, like to just be there and
No,
watch him?
right. With me, that is different because I'm like that person. You understand? So I'm not going to feel any way about it. It a matter of fact, it makes me feel good.
Really?
Yeah, I feel good about it because I'm pleasing my man.
Okay.
You understand me? I'm helping him fulfilling his fantasy because I
No,
have
the
a
question
fantasy.
where I'm coming from, and I wanted to know, was it your thing first, or was it the fact that
Yes. It's no harm with me watching my man do, do something with somebody else. Remember we were discussing this the other day
Yeah.
when I said that sometimes we fulfilling our man needs. You understand? Instead of for him to go there and cheat. You understand me? So you are fulfilling his need. And I'm telling you, that man will love you more.
So you don't think after a while that can encourage them to go there and even try it behind your back?
No, because he's going to love the woman who, accept his needs.
So you
He's
don't
not. He's
think,
remember in a way. Remember in a way that is it. You are there for him. He will not want to lose a woman like that. I'm telling you, a woman that do these things, the man not going to want to lose that woman. You understand me? And it is also remember that it is not a thing where he do it like daily on a daily basis. It's a thing that he wishes to fulfill. You understand? There, for instance, I want to have sex. At least I could have one time, I want the thing to be between my breast. Right? So I am going to get that done.
okay.
At least I can have a memory of it and said, oh yes, I have tried it already. You understand me? I hope you understand. No, you're not gonna do that, because you're not that kind of person. But you have person who do these things.
Herbal, can you follow my page? Please and thank you. Thank you. Right. So is it the topic you're here to discuss? If I may ask?
Yeah, it's interesting. So I thought that,
No
I'm
problem.
trying.
Okay. So you can go
Can you
ahead
refresh
if
me
you have any.
on the topic fully so I don't have the wrong understanding of it?
No, she was just talking about her fantasy and she enjoy like having her going out with her partner and the partner would be doing it with another female while she watching what's going on. Yeah.
Boy.
Which one is the one?
I mean, but she's opening a Pandora's box, It's never as simple.
That's
Maybe
right.
I should tell her from the masculine perspective. You may do that and think it is going to suffice, but it's going to lead elsewhere, and you run the risk. I'll tell the females this: you run the risk of a man tapping into a different frequency. I mean, they will say that women have tighter, better, or something like that. It's not.
Right.
It's not just that. Some women travel with different spirits, and he may tap into what we call the Delilah type, and so I can understand people trying to find fun. I think it's are trying to find excitement. I think it's a lack of intimacy that they have generally going on. If you are genuinely loving your partner, you don't want nobody else. What they're trying to compensate with is they don't have genuine intimacy. So they are trying to create kind of excitement outside. And it's not a bad thing to say, like it's a bad thing. It's just that how relationships are generally started. It's not from genuine, deep, sincere love. It's more from sometime situationship, or I mean, just being the person who can do this for you. So you are not connected, and so after a while, yes, you like the man because him have this and him have that and things comfortable, but the thrill and the connection is not there, and so you people will think, okay, maybe let's go spice it up. I really believe genuinely it's a lack of true intimacy,
Right.
because as a man, I don't want to go outside if I have a good woman. I don't want it because the connection is so powerful. But most people have never experienced that, because in order to experience that, you have
Right.
to genuinely devote yourself to one person sincerely, and just because of how our culture is, most of us never experienced that. We talk to one guy, that guy break your heart, this guy come true. So by the time you meet a decent man enough, you have been hurt, you kind of just can't pay your bond. And so yes, you appreciate him, but you don't have that glue. You don't have that connection. And so these things are oftentimes sought to kind of bring spice, as they would say.
So you don't, because I was asking her, but she was saying to me that you don't think that after a while the partner is gonna want to try it behind your back with someone who.
But,
See, all
but
right, go
that
ahead.
is the point, That is the point. They're always going out there.
No,
They're
no,
going
But
out
you
there,
don't
no.
okay.
think
But
Some men,
no, what? Look here,
some
no.
men,
They're
some
going
men,
out there, But
some men,
they want to
not all
try
men,
to
some men.
with you, the
That,
woman. You
darling,
understand me? Their woman.
what
so?
you should do,
You
you see,
think?
I think what a woman or what female should do is try to find a caliber man, a quality man who can commit. Not all men cheat. And for the main reason not all men cheat, some men are wise. You see, when you go outside there and touch a woman and join up yourselves, you could be joining up to demons, spirits of poverty, destruction,
Yeah, we
generational
do.
curse.
Yeah.
Some men they have that understanding and they're not going to cheat because of that. It's not that like it wouldn't feel nice, but you could be joining a generation that is cursed, and the Bible tells you clearly. So I'm saying that when you have those underpinning knowledge, you are going to be very careful how you open the doors of your temple and make people just come in there. And that is different. So some men operate from that principle, and those things keep them steady in that realm.
Harvey, earlier I made a statement where I said there are men who are chasing bodies and there are men who are chasing a soul, right? Are looking for a soul. Now, I think ultimately, a level of maturity comes with a man who no longer gets frightened over the flesh. There's a level of
Fred, can you
discernment
follow me?
that also comes with that man as well. I don't think you are all men frightened over front or frightened over woman. It's and are frightened over beauty even, right?
Well
I
said.
feel like you have men who would have connected with somebody and them connecting at every language, every
Well
single
said.
language, and for them
Well
to
said.
risk it, because of a feeling that is temporary. They're not willing to do it, right? And
Yeah,
these
well
men
said.
I admire. These men I admire because honestly, if me for listen to 3/4, it's kind of like they're basically indirectly telling me that they're controlled by vagina. Because when you're
Look
going
here.
to say cheating is innate, it is
No, it's not.
natural. It's a thing that men do. Then no, I
No,
kind
it's
of
not true.
question certain things. If you have something that you're weak to, right? How can you then lead me? How
Let
can
me say
you
something.
how can
Good
you
point.
then be the leader?
Let me share something on that quickly. And this is why I always say this. I'm not acting like I'm the paragon of virtue here, and I'm this angel. I'm not, but I choose to become. That the thing is that most of us never choose to become a particular person. In order for a man to be a good man, he has to have discipline. If I commit to you and I go overseas to do something, I may see 10 bodies and some beautiful gems. I must decline that. Why? Because I made a commitment. What good is a man if that man can't keep his word? That man can't keep a commitment. And this is why people never experience powerful love, deep love, because when you commit to somebody, there is a blessing there to commit to somebody and keep it and value that. I will say this. If you think cheating is nice, try being in a committed situation with somebody that you love and they love you and there's nobody else. The power that you feel from that, it can't compare to some empty thing out there to knock somebody. You see, it depends on how the man was imprint. You see, if you are imprint early as a man who walk and bang, 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 it will become part of you, and that will be what give you the rush. But you see, if you're imprint from a situation where you grow up and you weren't exposed to early, and you value touch and you value holding a girl's hand, and tremors go up your spine, and you touch that female, and just even a brush of the lips is so powerful. If that is the imprinting, then you go after that and you go for connection. But then you have another imprint where it's up and down the place. Sorry, guys. So all I'm saying is that I mean, men have to decide. Men must be disciplined. Sorry, guys. Men must be disciplined. You cannot be a good man if you're not disciplined. You have to think about that. And high value man don't just mean having six, 7 figures. The word value is gonna trump from the word morals. That's where it come from. So I don't know, for some reason we think high value mean money. Yeah, of course, a high value man is going to be a man of stature and certain caliber of, things he has acquired. But it is talking about your morality and values. And a good man is a man who can say no. Yes, front is there and it don't look. And it doesn't mean you're weak and whatever. It means that you have sublime integrity and strength. And so then, when you're with somebody of a similar, kind of a mindset, then you have a powerful relationship. And love making is no longer about the physical. It's about connection and manifestation. You could be making love with your partner and you manifest a business. You could be making love to her and heal her, speaking to her. There are levels in this thing. Levels. And we have to move away from the weakness of, every man want to knock something. I don't want to knock some females. I don't know who have candida. I don't know who have that. I don't know her health. I don't know if she's clean. I don't know these things.
That's true.
So when you think about it like that, it is a massive turn off for me if a man is he was walk around and knock things. Are you a dog? No.
What
I
is
don't
your
I don't see it that
opinion
way.
on what is your opinion on people being honest about their desires?
I think, like anything else, your desires are something you have to tame. You can't allow your mind to run wild, but be upfront. So if you know, say you like catch up, palm breast, and then something there, whatever you want to talk, be open. And I believe that if somebody can be honest, then you can be in love, and that's why people never experience deep love. Deep love is gonna bring up vulnerability. You have to be
Good
vulnerable
night.
to the point where you tell the partner, look, this is how I feel. And that's why it is so powerful, because you go out on a limb and you open yourself up. So there's nothing wrong to experience stuff within the confines of your relationship. Roll out red carpet for your or whatever. Do what you want to do. Take up ketchup and soya sauce and do what you want to do. But keep it in the confines of that relationship and see how much you achieve. A lot of men turn gruff and pop down and broke because they have tapped into the spirit of poverty when they're claiming they were being a gallus. You got tap the spirit of destruction, sickness, prostate cancer, disease. That's what people don't understand is that this is how people are attacked. Some of these people, look here, there are certain families in the earth that are cursed, and you can't run go the boy your gallus. You run go tap into poverty. That's why you pop down sick, cancer, disease. You can't have no money. You can't. You are reach 60 and broke. If my understanding is this, as a man, time is of the essence, and time is money. Why would I have the time to go have my woman so one round there so one round there so? You are that man have no purpose. When you have purpose and vision, the Bible said a wise man leave an inheritance for his children. You are building legacy. You are going somewhere. There is more to life than just flesh. Flesh is good, but imagine if I should come out here every day and boast about chicken. Yeah, I have chicken. Of course, when nobody's cook, I enjoy it and eat it, and maybe don't want it again until I'm hungry. But the way these men act is like they are in a desert and food come all the time and they're starving.
You know, I wanted to piggyback off of what you said, but I don't. It's the level of honesty that I'm talking about is, you know,
Just having one woman can broke you. What do you mean broke?
is before you get into something, because I am of the impression that a lot of people are suffocating other people into relationships, meaning to say they have a fear of losing the relationship, and so they are not honest about their desires. Now, how I look at it, the more honest it can be, the better it is for me. I now have a choice as to whether or not I want to partake. So saying what you desire is the best thing that could ever happen to me. It doesn't matter what it sounds like. So even if you decide, say, maybe I'll if I'm on the live, so let me use a different example. If you decide that you want a threesome per se, and you decide to tell me that would be the ideal situation for me, because that now tells me that that is your desire, and if I'm unable to fulfill that, I am not the one for you. Or if it's something that I am not comfortable doing, I am not the one for you. So honesty is the best policy in my book, and it doesn't matter how it sounds. For me, I always try to make people feel as comfortable as possible, just so that they can be honest with me. I am not going to ever come across as being judgmental, but I'm making a decision as to what come out of your mouth if you are the best person for me, or the best candidate, or the best fit based on how come out of your mouth.
A couple
So
of
honesty
things,
is the best thing for me.
Look, I don't want to say too much, but I'll say this, and I really believe that when a man has matured, there's far more important things than flesh. And if you are in your 30s, 40s, and flesh is on your mind, then it tells me that you don't have deep aspirations and you don't have goals. You know, I'm not telling you that you don't have, men who have the access to have multiple women in a different setting. I believe in something like polygamy, and that's for a different debate. And I think there's a space for that. But in the context that men are weak to the point where their whole purpose and existence is for flesh, them buy the car for flesh, them buy the clothes for flesh, them everything with them do are just to get flesh, then you have missed your purpose as a man to be a king, a powerful movement in the earth, to conquer and have conquest. And I think what has happened is that because they're not able to have conquest and success, then they settle and validate themselves by conquering, low vibrational females. I think when you can change lives and you are powerful, there's another fulfillment you get. And so, yes, you have your relationship, but you have purpose and people are depending on you, your children, you have a purpose and a standing. The man who is just walking and hunting front is like a dog who is just untamed, just up and down the place, being driven by his emotions.
It's a cute of me.
Weak
Man,
men don't lead. Well,
I
weak
mean,
men
look,
lead
females
weak women.
females will somehow maybe not like what I'm saying because look, the honest truth is that the culture is getting very degenerate. Everybody's into dabbling and fun, and they call it fun and freaking and all of that. So it sounds weird, but I'm saying this. I have seen both sides. I was younger and I see things and whatever, and I can tell you, there's no fulfillment. As a man, sometimes most of these men don't tell you that when they have an encounter with a female, they want the female to leave right away. They're empty. And then what happens is that we always have a thing when I was younger. We call it new food syndrome. The only thing that can quench you now is to find a new conquest. So you have to, it's like a drug. You have to always find something new just to get that rush because you have just not being able to attach and you can't find it. So sometimes that can lead you to an empty space. Why do you think? And I believe it leads them and the devil drag them over until they see that them start do some various things. I think this thing is spiritual and it starts out with baiting. You start, okay, it's a threesome. Then it's we call it like a frapple, and then it's a kind of freak party, and then another man is there, and then who knows? I think it's a door to the abyss. I think so. I think once you enter that door, you're going to the abyss. Who knows? You go in there, two tools, because it's spiritual, You have no tapped into certain spirits, and you find some men, they end up themselves being touched because the woman will use something on them, and then before you know it, something is happened to them, and they're gone.
Sir. Come back. You're gone too far.
No,
You're
but I'm
gone too
telling you,
far.
it's not gone too far. Believe me, you are entering the land, of the unpredictable when you go in that area. To me, that's my view. I know it's very, very old-fashioned, but that's my view.
The conversation was coming from cheating.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I understand your point too, because sometimes people believe that. Because have you ever seen Miss Joy, right? Because I've heard about people telling me. Have you ever heard people say that, they probably leave and went into another relationship with somebody else. Just see a girl and just went there. And after that they become, it's like they are just not lucky, things just happening, in a wrong way, everything just like take a wrong turn for them. Sometimes those can be some energy that you would have taken from some people.
I agree.
Yeah.
A lot
We
of people
we
are
have to bear in
fighting
mind. We have to bear in mind that when you join somebody, the thing that nobody talks about is that you become one. You
Right.
become one with the person, Whether or not we like it and we don't understand it. When you put yourself, especially when you open yourself up, it is the highest form of spiritual powers. Has to be because a life can come from the encounter. So there's a lot of connection and spiritual things happening. So when you say you take yourself up and you go with Jane or whatever you do, you are becoming one. And that has to have a lot of bearing on your life, your generation, your children, your health. I think if men think about, as I've often said, think about the consequence first. But how can you think about the consequence of something when you don't have the knowledge of it?
Sure.
So if you think about the consequences of cheating, then you may not cheat because the consequence could mean that your partner finds out and you destroy your house. But people tend to act first and then, try to figure it out afterwards.
Sure. That's true. So guys, no cheating. Cheating doesn't make any sense. Because when you cheat the couple, it just take your energy away. Don't cheat.
I mean, I think a mature man if you are genuinely mature, you could bring about a conversation. I think the argument should be about, here's where I would go with it. If you have that level of maturity and abilities, You could talk to your partner about having another wife. That's what we should talk about. That is what is righteous, that is what is good, and that is what brings a blessing. So why is it that we normalize girlfriend, boyfriend, but we don't want to entertain? Even females, you don't want to entertain it. Guess why? Because it's something good. You see, we fight against what is good and we accept what is wrong. I believe if a man he has his ducks in a row and things are good, and talk to your partner, and that's why you have to kind of talk to people who have a mind that can grow and a mind that can reason, because that is something that men could do, and it is all good, and but I guess the culture don't do it.
But this. All right. You're talking about polygyny, right?
Yeah.
So, with that being said, it boiled back down to what I was saying. If a man desire is to have more than one female and they agree to be a part of it, I don't see anything wrong with it. You know why? Everybody in that trio made a choice consciously to be a part of it. The thing about cheating that is an issue is the deceit.
Yeah.
The deceit that is the problem, right? You lying, you telling two person the same thing, and it just goes in a circle. Being honest about what your desires are, it helps you. More than it hurts you, it helps you. You know why? You're closer to finding people who are like-minded, who are willing to try the lifestyle that you want to try. Now, a lot of people suffocating in monogamous relationship because it is not what they want. It is not what they desire. But because of fear that they might lose the one with them have already, they stay and get pleasing outside, behind the person back. Them start to deceive to get the fulfillment that they're looking for. If in fact you know that you cannot live with just one, make it be known. If the one they're gonna left you, fine. You know why? Your future involves two, and she doesn't want to be a part of the two or three or four, however many. It gets you closer to finding the two or the three or the four that is willing to live the life that you want to live.
Somebody in the chat say it's not supported by the Bible. Then I guess they're not reading it. Most of the patriarchs had two wives. David had it. Solomon, a lot of them had it. It's a righteous setting, but again, it's not our culture, so females don't understand it. They're not grown that way. They wouldn't understand it because it's not something that.
I just
Excuse
don't
me.
want to be a
Excuse
part
me.
of it.
1 minute,
All
please.
it's not
1
that I
minute.
don't understand it. I just don't want to be a part of it. Maybe I am selfish, call it what it is, but I just cannot picture my person laying with another person.
Ah,
I was
good,
the one that
Tell
good
me.
night.
good.
I was the one
I
that said it in the comments. Good night, all.
Good
It
night.
was in the Bible. It was done by the great men of old, but it was not something commanded, but something allowed after the fact.
No,
So it is,
not at all.
we
Deuteronomy
can
says when a
research
man takes
together.
another wife, Deuteronomy says when a man takes another wife, he shall not diminish the rights of the first wife. In fact, let me share something with you. The father built his kingdom, the kingdom of Israel, with a man who has 4 wives. We know that Jacob had 2 wives and then 2 lesser wives. That's how the 12 tribes of Israel were built. The question Christians must ask themselves, why would the Almighty construct the royal tribe of Israel with a man who had 4 wives? Why would the father say David is a man of his own heart, but David had other wives? In fact, in 1 Samuel,
And
the
after
father
is after is hard.
Hold on, darling. The
After.
father chastised David and said to him, I gave you your master's wives, and if that was not enough, I would have given you more. The Almighty tell David that I gave you your master's wife, meaning when he conquered and stuff, the wives that
All
that
right.
was
But
fallen
sir,
came forth
in
into his own.
Genesis 2 verse 24,
So we can't say that.
the the
We
the
can't
the,
say that.
the design that God had
No,
for
man. The
marriage
Father
was
have a law,
one man.
darling.
Can I speak
The
for a
Father
minute,
operates
please?
by His law. Law
In
is what the
Genesis
Father
2
operates by.
verse 24, the design for marriage was one man to one woman. Genesis 2 verse
Look,
24 said, a man shall leave his father and
yeah,
his
man. So
mother
at
and
any
hold fast
time,
to his wife.
so
They
yes,
shall
it's true,
become one. In the
true,
Bible, in the
true,
records of the Bible
true, darling,
and other historical books,
true. So here's the
it
thing
was
now,
a description. It
darling.
is described as something that they did,
Listen,
but it was not commanded
you
or
have
fully approved,
not
and
listened to
those
what I said.
unions never turned out right.
Listen
There
to
is
what I
not
said.
one polygamy union in the Bible that turned out
All right,
right.
Not
let her
true.
finish and then
Not
we
true.
will hear
He's
you.
not
Let her
listening,
Listen
sir.
to what
Tell
I
me
said.
where.
wait,
Tell
wait,
me one of
Listen to what I said.
Mr.
In the book
Herbal,
of
just
Deuteronomy.
Mr.
Allow
Herbal,
her to finish.
right? Let her finish and then
Never
you can
finish.
pick up from there. Let her finish and then you
It
can you
was
will
it was
follow.
first spoken about in Genesis 2:24. Then Jesus came in Matthew 19:4-6, and he said, one man, one husband, one wife. Right? So the Bible always show, in the Bible it show you that polygamous unions always led to jealousy and discord between the wives. There is nowhere in the Bible where a polygamous union between a man and all his wives turned out smooth. It was never smooth and it was never commanded. It was only allowed, not approved after the
No, but
fact.
you're wrong, and you go
Give
back
me a
there. So let
Bible
us read
verse
it
to
now.
prove me wrong, sir.
All right. Let us read it now. Right. I'm gonna read something for you, and I'm gonna read from Exodus 21:10. Listen to what, and this is in the law. So notice how the Father operates. He operates by law, not by allowed and permission. Law. Exodus 21 says, if a man marries another woman, he must not deprive the first wife of food, clothing, and her marital rights. Now,
What
notice
was
what the
the
Father is saying there.
operative word in
Hold on,
that
darling. Let me finish.
statement,
Hold on, let me
sir?
finish. Let me finish, please. I'm going to ask, let me finish. Here's what I'm saying to you. Oftentimes, Christians go around and they repeat what they have heard. I just read to you from the Torah. It's called law. The Father has a law, and then the Father had men who he was working with. David had about 4 wives, and the Father never chastised him one time and David is a righteous man. People don't know that the prophet Samuel, who was born, he was born from a woman who was married to a man with 2 wives. And when his mom couldn't conceive, she went up to the temple and said, Father, if you give me a child, I'll give him to you all the days of your life. That was a polygamous marriage. Hannah went
She
up
was
and
going
gave the
through a
child. Hold on, let me
lot.
finish.
She was going through a lot
Let
in
me
that
finish,
marriage
please. Don't
because she
interrupt me,
couldn't
darling, when I'm
conceive.
speaking. Let me finish. All I'm saying to you is this. Hear me out good. When you understand the Bible, then you don't make references to go against the law. Even the Father, and I'll quote this one. Listen what the Father said in the book of Jeremiah. I gave unfaithful Israel her bill of divorce, but her sister Judah went and committed a whoring also. The Father himself likened himself being married to 2 different women in like a figure of speech, because you had the house of Israel and the house of Judah. He divorced the house of Israel but kept Judah. Now, Christ himself is likened as a man going to a wedding with 10 brides, right? So when you talk about polygamy, it's not in our Western culture, but in the Bible, it is riddled right through. Most of the men in the Bible, they had multiple wives. They had it, and they were dealing with the Most High. Not like the Most High was beating them sideways. They had it. So what we must be honest about law. The Father even had a law to say, if you're going to marry another woman, make sure that you are able to take care of her. That's a law in his law. So we can't go around that.
And that is showing a law of allowance, not a
No, darling,
commandment to
that's
do
in the
it.
Torah. There's no law of allowance. Stop the rubbish.
No,
About
hold
law.
on, guys.
Show me
The
where
only,
it
the
told.
only,
Tell me a verse where it told a man to have 2 wives, not if. It's like me have my child and
Let me
my child
explain something to
decide
you.
that Can I speak for a minute? My child decided that he's going to go out there and do something wrong or do whatever he likes to do. And I will say to him, if you go out there and do it, that is after the fact. That is after his decision. So tell me a previous law prior to the decision of men having more than one wife, where God
Darling,
said, you
the
are
Father has
supposed
one
to
law,
have more
darling.
than one wife.
He has one law. It doesn't have no like law, and he has one law, and the law is the Torah. That's the teaching. What I'm saying to you, a marriage will always be between one man and a woman. So when you make reference to say, oh, it says a man shall take a woman, like it didn't say woman. There's no way a man can get married to two women one time. It will always be a marriage between a man and a woman. It say won't be between a man and two women. So people use that, kind of to say, oh, you see, it didn't say woman, it says a woman. No, if I have 3 wives, I will marry them 3 times separately. So it will always be a marriage between me and the woman, the other woman, and the other woman, but not all 3 of them come together. Okay, it's not like that. It's not like that. But let me read something for you, just to make it clear, right? Let me share something with you. I'm going to run through a few scriptures quickly. You must not take your wife's sister as your rival wife or have, intimate relations with her. So the Bible have guidelines now about who a man can marry and how he can marry. Deuteronomy 21:15. If a man has 2 wives, one loved and the other unloved, and both bear sons, but the unloved wife has the firstborn, it goes on to talk about the inheritance. So the Bible is having more laws now around a situation where if a man have 2 wives, the father wants fairness. Don't because you love one more than one, then you treat the children of the loved one more than the other one. So the father is establishing more laws. Deuteronomy 17:17. You must not take many wives for yourself. And it goes on there. So the Bible is even telling you, don't take
You
money.
must not what?
It says you may not take many. It didn't
Who
say
can
don't
be
take one.
many?
Hold on, darling. Relax, darling. Relax. Let me explain something to you. So when you go into it, please, before you get knee-jerk, go and look at the laws and ask yourself a question. Why would the father have David as a man of his own heart? And I'm going to quote to you something that he said unto David, and then I'll give it back unto you. He said to David, I gave you your master's wives. Listen what the Almighty is telling David. I gave you your master's wife. And if that was not enough, I would have given you more. You can find that in 2 Samuel 12, verse 8. Listen what he says. This is the Almighty talking to David. I gave you your master's house and put your master's wives in your arms. I gave you all Israel and Judah. And if all of this had not been too little, I would have given you more. I am going to say this unto you. None of you can trump God. God is talking to David and telling David that when you conquer, I let you conquer your master's place and then take them wife. Now, one example of this was when David was on the run and he sent word to a man called Naboth and said, Naboth, I'm out here on the run, but I look after your sheep. Can I have one for me and my men? And Naboth sent back tough talk. David was going up there to just deal with him. And the wife got wind of it and went and met him with food and bread and baked stuff and meat. And then the Bible says, and the Most High struck Nabal and he died. And then David took his wife. David had wives already. So we don't live the Eastern culture. We don't know that culture. We were deceived by Western culture, and we say, "Oh, it's that." But it's riddled inside the Bible. It's all over there.
The Bible
But there
shares.
is nowhere in the Torah.
Hold on, Ush. The Bible shares stories about the past, ancient days, to teach us of mistakes that ones would have made back in the day,
True.
right? The commandments, the 10 commandments are the laws of the Bible. Now, the stories that are shared is not an indication of how you should live your life. The Bible teaches you through stories that is shared in the Bible. Everything that you would have read from is along the line of a story as to what took place, what was rewarded, what was taken. It is all to teach us life lessons and also give us wisdom. The only law that comes from the Bible is the 10 commandments. Now, people take these stories literal to say, if this man in the Bible had 2 wives, it is saying that I should have. No. What does the 10 commandments say about adultery?
No,
Alright.
here's what people don't understand. The 10 commandments are the 10 literal instructions, but the carrying out or the fine prints are in the Torah, the teachings. So for example, to understand the 10 commandments, you shall love your neighbor as thyself. That's the second one. How do you understand that? You have to go into the Bible now to understand that teaching. The Father said, look, when you plant your field, do not reap the corners, leave it for your enemy. He goes further and says, if you're passing and see your neighbor's donkey, need water or dying, don't pass it. Treat it good. So you have to go. So the 10 commandments are not exempt or disconnected from the teachings in the Torah. It is like a fleshing out of the 10 commandments that you find now in the Torah. So people will say that, oh, it's 10 commandments alone. No, you couldn't understand the 10 commandments without the fine print or without the breaking down. So when you read, for example, how to love your neighbor, you don't find it in the second commandment. Love thy neighbor as thyself. How do you do that? You have to go into the teachings to see how it done. Like the Good Samaritan. He was walking, he saw a man, all people passed, that sick man. He stopped, took the man up, gave him money, said, go to hospital, take care of yourself. Now you find the teachings of how to love your neighbor in the Bible, not in the 10 commandments.
Sir,
Hold on.
sir,
Which
the
one of the
Torah.
10 commandments? I want to ask you, which one of the 10 commandments reiterate having 2 wives?
Now,
None.
around the law, there's none. Which one tell you to have one? Let me ask you that way.
The one about
To commit
adultery.
adultery.
No, man. Exactly. So the adultery
And it
means.
goes back in the Bible and say if you have
Means-
one wife
look.
and then you marry another, that is adultery.
All right,
So the
darling.
Bible-
I'm
the
going to
Bible
leave it here.
complements
I don't
itself,
think it's
and
going to be.
The Torah,
Maybe change the
sir,
subject.
the Torah
I
is
don't
the
think we're getting
first.
anywhere.
The Torah is the first 5 books of the Bible. Please let people know that. The first 5 books of the
Darling, we
Bible
know that, darling.
is
I
the
didn't try
Torah.
to say the whole
And
Bible.
there is nowhere in the Torah that it commands a man to have multiple wives. What the Torah
But,
does
of course, but hold on
and
there.
what the
Did you
Bible
not just
does,
listen to it? It says,
what
when a
the
man take
sir,
another wife,
sir,
he
what
shall
the
not
Torah.
diminish the rights of the first one. Isn't
All
that
right,
in
can
the
I
Torah?
speak, sir? Can I speak? What you are saying is, and this is what I'm telling you, is you are telling us that the Torah and the Bible recognize that there was a situation of men having multiple wives, and then it is regulated,
Nothing like that.
and then the rules are set. There was nowhere in
No
the
rules
Torah
are
or the
set.
Bible
Laws are
that
there.
commands a man to have 2 wives, and the commandments are what stand.
All right, darling. You can hold your point. Leave it there. I will not
It's
go
just,
further on
it's
that.
just,
Doesn't make any
it's
sense.
just, it's just culture, Eastern culture that came up
Well,
with.
it's
There
better
is
than Western culture.
nowhere.
It's better
There
than
is
Western
no.
culture.
There is
It's better
nowhere.
because what the
It's
baby mama culture here, the baby mama culture that we have here, where a man go around and breed up pitney and they're born in sin and born out of
no one
union. It's
said that
better.
is
It's
that
better.
is
Let me
right,
finish.
sir. But if I am
It's
a
better
second
than
wife
I have. Look
in
here.
the East, I am
I
a
have
baby
lived
mother
in the East.
still.
I lived in the East. I lived in it there for about 5 years. I lived in the
You
East and
shouldn't
I
have
saw it.
left.
It is far better than Western culture. 1,000,000% better.
You shouldn't have left, sir.
No, hold on, hello, calm down there. We're not
hold
tracing,
on,
so
Stayed
please.
in the
one
East.
Just
second.
calm down yourself. Calm down yourself. We're not tracing.
I believe in Jesus Christ of Nazareth that died on the
You are not
cross,
here to
and
purport
that
anything because you
man
don't
said,
understand the Bible.
one
So
wife,
you can't
one
deal with the
husband.
basic reality of law. In the Bible, there is a law telling men
In
that
the
when them
Bible,
take
Jesus
another wife,
came and
All
died
right,
for
guys.
you.
Listen, we're gonna do it one at a
Guys,
time.
I want us to understand that we're not going to get anywhere because what we're debating is left to interpretation. 10 persons can read the same thing and interpret it a different way. This is why we have different denominations under one religion. Now, for us to debate it, it's going to go back and forth because it is left to our interpretation. So no two people will interpret the same thing, even though we read the same thing. That's just
true.
what it is, and we're going to have to leave it. Persons, that's why you have Seventh-day Adventists versus all different type of other denominations, because of the interpretations. We're reading the same thing, but we're putting different meanings to it, so we're not gonna get nowhere with the debate. I believe a certain type of thing, he might believe another type of thing. We're not gonna go on the same accord, so might as well we'll come back.
Right, you are.
That is true.
Yes, go ahead, Gakapo. What do you say now? What is your point about the cheating?
I know not one thing about the Bible. And what they must say, when we realize people are going, as she said, people are going to read the same thing and interpret how they want to interpret. And them are going to pick out for benefit them. So you have to just allow people and make them believe what they want to believe and interpret what they want to interpret. But me don't know nothing about the Bible. Me just live a good life.
Right.
And that's my life. Me not try to justify nothing through no Bible. We all have sins and we all have dirty ways, but I just life. You learn every day.
Right.
So can I ask this question?
Right.
The Africans that married two wives, are they sinning in doing that?
As I say, them interpreting a for them way. So we can look upon it and say, yo, them are sin, but them not gonna look upon it. So it just leave to how people look for what them are do with them life. Cause good around there, them would say, yo, at least them married to this woman and a them wife, and them actually have kids with them wife, which is them wife, but a two wife them have. So them not gonna look upon it as sin. We around here so now I say, yo, it's sin because you have more than one wife. So you have to just leave it to people how they want to look upon it.
But
Leave
anyway,
judgment to God.
anyway, by rights, we all must follow the Bible, right? And do what the Bible says. One man to one woman.
Even the Torah says it. The Torah is the first 5 books that you see in the Bible. Everybody, don't be fooled by people saying to you, Torah, this Torah. The first 5 books in the Bible is the Torah. So when they come and tell you Torah, I first 5 books them attack.
Yeah, me tired now to that a white topic.
Well, child, we're talking about cheating. As we did complete the one that I have, that did come to a complete. And
If I cheating now go stop, it can't stop.
it's not going to stop, you know.
It not stop. It not stop in this generation and it not stop in the future. It never
Right.
stop in the past. It not
Right.
stopping. People like
Right.
more than one people. People attracted to more than
that
one
is
people.
exactly what I was trying to
People
put on.
attracted to more than one people.
You see the thing with
People
cheating
are
now.
smacks more than one people. So it not going to stop. The
Yeah.
only way it stop if law come in and say if you have a girlfriend or if you have a wife and you cheat on her, you're gonna get judgment. That's the only way it stop. And if
They still go find a way
and if that come into that still not gonna stop because they're gonna hide and wait in the darkness when night come.
Right.
So
But you know what's,
it not stop.
but you know what's crazy too, bro? People not cheat because of love, you know. People cheat because of reassurance. And people will do it no matter what it costs. You could have cost them.
Some people just do it because they love it.
No, man. It could have cost them, you know, because, remember, you know, some of the time it's because them a lack something. Most of the time because them a lack something sometime and them not
Lock
get
in
it.
what? Lock in what?
Anything
What?
with them,
Finance.
anything them feel like them not get. So
Yeah,
I'm
nah,
gonna
get
tell her, if I lose them house, lose them family, them are gonna do it.
Two and a
I'm
half
tell
suck.
you.
May I say something? Please?
But one thing do always feel here is if you don't know so the man a cheat and not cheat back and the man who not cheat with Just know say only not gonna get that man there. Him not gonna take on serious. Cause man look upon it and say, oh, at the same thing you not gonna do me.
Who no go
Yeah.
out with him?
Yeah.
So you
That's
know
why
can't
a
do what
lady
man
must
do.
not do what a man do. We
You
don't
see,
do what a
no,
man
but
do.
what I know, a man would know, a woman would know say the man a cheat
Sorry,
and
yourself.
take him. But you see, if the man knows say you're cheap on your man, him not gonna take you serious. I just said the
Alright.
real world setup.
Alright.
It doesn't.
Read word.
It not make
You
sense
know
for
that
women.
there are men who have been with women who were cheaters and they are married now though.
Hold
Men
on.
who are married to women that cheated on
Yeah.
their partners with them.
Yeah, people
Listen,
can change. People
Me
can
can
change.
ask. Me
Mr.
can ask
Lisa,
one
your
question.
background so windy.
Me can ask a question.
there are a little bit of people there with people then cheat with after the fact, right? It's
Yeah.
not a lot. It's a little bit, right? And here's why I don't believe in women cheating back. First of all, unless you're a promiscuous woman, you have to go find somebody to cheat with. No. When you find somebody to cheat with, what did the person who you gonna cheat with do to deserve your body? Mute little miss little bit. What did the person who you gonna cheat with do to deserve your body? Also, a person will cheat on you, hurt you, and you believe that going to go have sex with somebody else are gonna hurt them. They didn't care about you from the jump.
Okay.
That's why they went out. So why do you believe that you going to go give your body to somebody else that gonna hurt them? Not only that, if you are cheating back, why is it a case where women who say them cheat back, them not make the man know where them a cheat back pan? Now me and you there, you give me bun and me say me a cheat back pan you. You have to know say me a cheat. Because if the intent is to hurt you, you need to be aware of it. Now for me to allow somebody will hurt me, for me for go give my body, my clean nice body when me take care of, just for hurt you, no, you're not worth that.
Hold on. I say something. I say something here now with respect. You know, say a true thing where you just say, my friend, because watch ya. The mentality of a man is that when he catch a woman a cheat, he not give her bun. He might give her the factory. I don't know why. Instead of give back one bun, he man try to give back the factory. So it become a mental problem where why me the fight back there, you know.
Keith, are you here talk about yourself?
Me are talking general speaking, you know.
Which in general? When we catch a woman that give a bun, we cut and gone.
So men
Yeah.
will ask the woman.
We
Ah,
cut and gone.
Yes,
Which factory?
yes,
Which factory? Which factory? We
Ah,
cut and gone.
we can't say nothing more.
All
Can
if
you
we
say-
give them 1,000 million,
Yeah.
trillion, billion bun.
Yeah.
What long
But-
as we catch them, I give a bun, we gone.
Hold on. A man like your woman can't ramp with you. Cause me I tell you the truth. Me our uncle. We married and they with his wife. And his wife they with another man. And him still I live like a Mickey Mouse yard. How me could I live so, bro?
Alright, watch
And
you
the
now.
whole, the whole community know.
You see when time you cheat, when time a woman have her man now and she a cheat on her man. See, you may take the other person serious, you know, but the other person just have fun with you. You is just a experience some of the time then. Because you see the person you cheat with some of the time, them not care about you, you know. Them not have no bills for share with you. Them not come home to picnic every day. Them not have to deal with their problems, so them not care. When time you don't have your local fun with them, you go back to your yard, then go back up to them yard. You are come up with creative lies to tell your husband or your boyfriend about your actions, why you behave that way, why you give the man less sex, while the other one have no concern. Right? You're the one who have to deal with all of them something there, you know. So you hurt yourself, you hurt your husband and your boyfriend, and it just not worth it.
You see them a young youth nowadays, me know. Me not ask Christ. Them a youth and no give girl them a second chance. Once a girl slip, I cut and gone. Believe me, I'm a man like me where we sit down and overlook things.
I just want to know What
People
is
just leave if
fulfilling?
cheating allowed. If cheating is involved, just leave.
What is fulfilling
Achu,
about giving?
achu beautiful.
That's what
Am
I
I low?
did. Let me
Let
happen.
me hear it.
Some
Achu.
Am I low?
woman, them, me don't know if they like get bun or if them like imagine say them man a give them bun or when the man a give them bun. But to me, woman like nowadays, the only way you can see them full potential in the relationship and then put out them full 100 is when them kinda have one competition. But you not give them no bun, you know. But
Yeah.
them accuse you say you give them
Bro.
bun.
Yeah.
Talk
You're,
out. I thought them
you're
not
Bro,
work.
only,
bro,
first of
Gapo, you're
all,
wrong.
Work this
Wait,
Gapo, you're
yeah,
wrong.
at that
I
time,
want to
remember
say
Cho was
something.
Gapo,
yeah.
you're
I want
wrong.
to
You get
say
the full.
something.
You get the
You're,
full.
you're,
Wait, let go ahead, Miss Lee.
you're so wrong, Gakapo. You're so wrong. The man who gets treated the best is the one that make him woman feel secure.
That's true.
No,
If
not always.
if this woman is uncertain, something is wrong with her if it is uncertainty that cause her to function. And if that is the case, you gonna always have to be doing something to get the best out of her. That's not a good woman.
I know
A
women
woman
who
who
are so
treats you.
secure, Miss Joy, that are so secure that them get too comfortable. That does not
What do you
mean
mean
that
too comfortable?
I condone cheating. And that should not be an example for an excuse for a man to cheat or permission to cheat. But some of
La-
us women, we slacking off.
Ladies, I'm gonna be
We
honest
go
with you now.
into the relationship, we doing everything to to prove that yes, I am the one. And when you get the crown, you take it off and you put it one side and you act a fool. And a lot of us women do that. A lot of us are doing it.
Ladies, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna disagree with me. But you see, you know until we get the full potential of Uno, when time we not take on a serious. When time we there on a situation. Because you know why? Because you try to win the relationship with me now. So me I get the most attention. Me I get you not argue with me. You're not tell me say, oh, you're not available for have sex with me. You can always ready. You're not gonna tell me no for nothing.
Which
You see when
which
time we take you
Especially
serious?
if
You see when time we take you
they are not
serious?
employed.
When we take you no serious, that's when time everything starts slow down. That me
what
notice.
kind of woman we are talking about?
A lot of women, especially if they are mostly dependent on the man in the relationship, and they know that when they leave, they have to go parent, they have to go work, they have to go do. They want to benefit from the perks of the relationship. So when they
So
find
then,
out
so
that
that
somebody
means
is
that on
stepping
basically
in,
a majority of women are idiot.
no,
Because if
not
we
idiot.
are
A lot
no,
of them they become
they're
lazy.
fools.
As a
No,
woman, I
no,
will
listen.
see a lot of women become lazy. You become too
Hush.
accustomed to the person and you start going too easy. You don't keep your relationship going. You don't do the things. It's both partners, but I'm talking about the woman now.
You know what don't make sense to me, and maybe me is an alien or a unicorn. How do I reward bad behavior and treat good behavior a
I'm
certain
not
type of
talking
way?
about bad
Meaning to
behavior now.
say,
I've
no,
seen
I'm not
women.
talking about the point that you made. Hold on. Citrus just made a point to say they're treated the best when the woman is sure say them are gonna get the relationship. No, that logically don't make no sense to me, because if I am not sure that we're in a relationship, there's certain things that I'm not doing. No, I want to understand how woman think. Like, is it that I'm a unicorn? Because if me not secure in my relationship, there's certain things that I'm not doing. Right? No, you're going to say to me that when a woman is on edge based off of where the relationship going go, that's when she perform her best. And it's the opposite for me. So me want to know if me a unicorn or I am an alien, or is it that majority just fool?
I think it's more of manipulating. And it
Well,
happens with men too. It
Manipulating.
well,
happens, yes, because
every woman when me talk to, me find them out, and me say, okay, you know, you actually have it, say for instance, she have her head on her body and she secure. Me know how to deal with she. You have another one where always accuse me about me a cheat on her. Me know how to deal with she. So she love competition. Zin, even when me not give her about me make she feel like say yo, bona go on, cause that she like. So I saw me I
oh,
go get the best out of she. Zin, another one now we're grounded and secure. I know business about none of that. I know say yo, me not do that. Me know if you deal with she, cause she is straightforward and transparent and actually honest. You see me? But you have woman out there where they like competition. I don't know why. Me no know why. It's like when a relationship too nice and too peaceful, nothing is not wrong in the relationship. It too boring.
and get
Yeah.
too comfortable.
Yes, you have some woman like that.
Papa, I know of women who them husband go out in the morning, they're not getting a breakfast. I'm not saying the woman have to do it all the time, but he doesn't get any breakfast. He comes home, there is no dinner. I know of a very hardworking man. And I was talking to him the other day and I said, don't go home and argue with her. Try to find food somewhere else, because find a restaurant, because if you should go home and you have to cuss bad word for your wife when never work a day in her life, cook little food in a 3-story house where you build and put her in a buy car, give her and make sure she comfortable and everything, and you have to go home, go cuss to get dinner. It doesn't make any sense. Wrong is wrong.
I know how she look
First
on
of
him.
all, that
You
man
know,
is not a good husband. Let me just say that plain out, straight out. The fact that you can come over here, come share female life with him and live in him house, he's not a good husband.
No,
She not
the-
put nothing to him.
No,
You
no,
know
listen me.
what
I
relation
finish
you
this
are
thought.
to him.
One
You
day
know
the
what
you
relation
don't
you
know
are
if
to
he's my
him.
cousin or friend or brother
Doesn't
or
matter
what.
what
You
relation you
don't know,
are
but
to
one day
him.
the
If I
bum
bring
must
out him
bust me.
wife business,
No,
for him I bring out him
no.
wife business to
One
make
day
another
the
woman have
bum must
something to
bust.
say.
One day the
No.
bum must bust. Yeah,
Why
understand
him
when
not
I say
bust?
that, Papa, as a man, the woman
Yes, yes.
you go out and you come in and the house dirty. Morning, noon, and night. House
You there the
dirty.
house for
There are
see if it
multiple
dirty,
people that
Ush?
are living those
No,
lives.
but you there the house for see if it dirty for true?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. It's reality. Just like how when we talk about men that cheat and them say with this and with that and with other man that they are doing it. It is happening. There's nothing new under the sun. There are women that will sleep all day in the bed and do
No,
nothing.
Troy, a real
There's a
thing.
woman who
One thing
lives
I
near
can tell
me.
you.
Miss
There's
Troy,
a
One thing I
woman who
can
lives
tell
near
you.
me of her
I
devoted husband and left. The man
and
gone
one
and
thing I
come out
can
and where
tell
she
you. You
go.
see
She
when man
left go get AIDS care come give her devoted husband. So
you see
I
when
am
man
a
a
woman
look
who
front?
will
You see when
what?
man a look front? You see when man a look
No,
front?
no, no. It's
no,
Everything
no
is
Miss
look
wrong
Troy,
at
Miss
fronting.
home.
Troy,
It's no look
Miss
fronting.
Troy.
You're going
No,
too low now. You're
una
going too
allow me
low.
to finish.
Your
Una allow
frequency
me to
gone down.
finish.
It's no look fronting.
Let me
Sometimes
tell you
women just
something.
cannot take it. Sometimes if them not talk to a friend or a family member, blood might shed.
Let
So
me
it's
say
not look
something to
front.
you, Osh. You see, any man will bring out him business to another woman, and the woman know about him wife is not a good man. Any problem that you're facing in your marriage, you should either seek a counselor or you sit down and talk to your wife. You talk to your wife and it now gone away. You go to counselor and it now gone away. You left the woman. The fact that him sit down and tell you oh him wife nasty and him have to leave
No,
because
it's
he
not
not
that
get no
one person, no,
breakfast.
Miss Troy. Miss
Let me
Troy,
finish
or what
now.
your
Let
name?
me finish.
I,
Let me
I spoke
finish.
about 3 different scenarios. 3.
Okay. Are you a
3.
counselor, Ash? Are you a counselor?
I am not a counselor, but a lot of people talk to me. Actually, I applied to be a JP. A lot of people
All
talk
right.
to me about a lot of things. I help people with buying lands, selling lands, a lot of things. So
Let me
people
share
will talk to
where my
me.
where my sentiment is coming from. You see, if my man is a dirty man, well, when me wash him underwear, them shit in my body, and him nasty and anything what happen with my man, and me for know that.